Darren, 0-0 at London Road. We don't hear that very often, do we?
As one of the best 0-0s I've seen. I thought we were outstanding. Second half, really top-notch performance. All the way from the goalkeeper through, because when you've got that much possession, you really need to be, your concentration's got to be really good on the counter-attack, and I thought the whole back four, the two centre-halves in particular, were magnificent, I felt. It just wouldn't drop for us. I've said to the lads, if you play like that, 9 times out of 10 you win the game. You've seen the reaction in Notts County to get a draw against us, they're over the moon, and I thought second half were really good. I thought what we said at half time, they took on board, we got the ball to Madison a bit more. He caused them all sorts of problems, and the chances we should take, obviously Luke's the best chance. He's just come on. If he'd been on 5 minutes longer, I think he probably would have taken it, and Marcus at the end maybe should have played John in, but there you go. I give them the freedom to do what they want in the last third to a degree, and just hope they make the decisions, at times better decisions in that area of the pitch.
Judging by the opposition's reaction at the end of the game, would you say that's what they came here for, the point?
I don't know, you'd have to ask their manager, but they showed determination, and first half I thought we were dominant. We had a 10-minute period where it got a bit scrappy, which I think they would have preferred, and they had a couple of half chances. Second half, I don't think Ben's even touched the ball, to be honest. We had constant pressure, and just couldn't get a goal, which is unusual for us, but I was happy with the performance, and I said before the game, and I said last week, even if we hadn't have won 5 out of 6, I would have been happy, and I'm happy today with that performance. Just disappointed we didn't win it.
You started the game with Vassell up front, as opposed to James, and although he didn't score, he caused the opposition problems, didn't he?
I thought he did well, Vassell, and that's difficult decisions. I do want partnerships. I've said that at the start of the season, but I've got 3 good strikers there now, and I have to remember that fatigue, and well, you've seen that with Connor. He's come off a little bit of cramp, so.
Is that what it was with Connor?
Yeah, he's not pulled a muscle or anything. He's just got a little bit of cramp, and it's a hard job up there sometimes when you're running in behind, and that's his job. But I thought Luke did fine when he came on, apart from the miss.
Great opportunity, wasn't it?
Yeah, great chance, great pass by Marcus. I mean, I like him. He's a good player.
In regards to, that second half as a whole, I suppose the main emotion you would have been going through was frustration, because there was chance after chance, decision after decision that seemed to go against us. It just seemed that nothing that way would go for us.
That happens sometimes. Frustration, not disappointment. I've just said to the players I thought they were excellent. In fact, it's probably as good a performance we've had this season, maybe in one half of football. And they were hanging on in the end, and we just needed one to drop in. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and you get that sometimes. But no, I think the fans will go home and think they've watched a good game of football. We were exciting. We just kept going and going at them, and it just didn't fall for us. But some really good performances. I felt Taylor and Madison caused them all sorts of problems in the second half. We've got bodies coming back, in terms of injuries. I thought Joe Neal did well when he came on at left back. So I'm pleased with the group. I'm pleased with the squad at the moment. Just disappointed we couldn't get another win.
Yeah, great opportunity at the end. Madison, I suppose if only had played in John Taylor last kick of the game.
Well, look, they've got to make the correct decisions, and I thought Marcus was excellent second half. Apart from that, if it goes in the stanchion, you're saying what a goal. If it doesn't, you've got to say you've got to pass it. And I felt at the time, and he knows himself, he should have played John in, but players, and especially young players, will make wrong decisions. As long as they're positive, I'm happy.
How pleased are you with the response that you've had from Marcus Madison since he's came to the football club?
I've been delighted with him. I think he's a really good player. I think we've done a really good bit of business. And not just him, I think we've done a really good bit of business with Luke James. He'll be a good player for us. John Taylor, all the ones that have come in, Christian, sure. We've done good. We've said that before. We've done a good business in the market, but Madison gives you that sort of player that can do the sort of things he did today, that will win you a game of football when it's 0-0, and he should have won us the game, and I kept saying to him, you win it, get the ball to him, and he played Luke in for a chance. He caused them all sorts of problems in the second half, and I felt he was excellent.
How refreshing is it for you as a manager to sit back on a match day and watch them young players out there with flair, playing with excitement? How refreshing is that for you as a manager?
I'm really enjoying it. It's probably the most I've enjoyed it. I'd have a real good rethink in the summer about where we wanted to go with it, and we've made the correct decisions. We've got a really good bunch. We're very happy with them. The chairman and I are really pleased with what we're seeing, and they're enjoying their football. And I think fans must be, enjoying watching us play. Hopefully we just get more through the turnstiles.
There's still a few of those exciting players not being in action at the moment due to one reason or another. How far off are we from those players? Mendes, Lang, Aaronos Tuma?
And I'll hopefully get a game in the next 10 days, a reserve game or a development game, call it what you want. Mendes is flying. He's recovered really, really well. I don't want to put a date on it, but he ain't far off.
Might give you more problems.
Well, it's great problems. I've got Kenny on the bench, I've got Macca on the bench, and I've got others on the bench that Gabby wasn't even in this, 18 because he just had a 24-hour flight. Cozzy, who's still got a slight injury. So, we've got a good squad. I'm glad some players have left this week because we needed to reduce the numbers. I'm pleased about that. Not any disrespect to them, it's just that we had to get the numbers down. But no, I'm really frustrated we haven't won because it keeps up momentum. But I think that performance will keep the momentum going anyway, and it's a really tough week. We've got a lot of travelling, Gillingham and then Yeovil. So we'll make sure they're in tomorrow, get a good warm down. The ones that didn't play, I'll have a good session. We'll make sure we're nice and fresh on Monday.
And finally, when those players do come back, I suppose that'd probably be the best bench that you've ever had at the football club, isn't it?
Well, we'll wait and see. I've got Michael Boswick as well, who I've not mentioned. So, no, we've got a strong, but they deserve the credit, the players. I think the performances and their attitude's been first class, and as a manager, that's sometimes all you can ask.